Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought something inside needs to change? Maybe you feel stuck in cycles, patterns, or old thoughts. What if you could reset your mind stronger, calmer, wiser in just 6 months? It may sound impossible, but it's more real than you think. This journey won't be perfect, but it will be powerful because you're not chasing perfection. You're choosing progress slow, steady, and deeply personal each day. Let's begin by asking why 6 months? It's long enough to build habits, short enough to see results. A season of transformation awaits you. Don't wait for the perfect moment. This is it. Today is the time. You don't need to be ready, you just need to begin right now. Ow. So month one starts with awareness. Before change, you must understand where you are. This month isn't about fixing anything. It's about seeing clearly. You can't heal what you don't see. You can't grow what you don't notice. That's why awareness is your first and most important goal. For 30 days, act like a scientist of your own thoughts. Be curious, not judgmental. Just observe what's happening inside your mind each day. Start a simple notebook, a mind diary. Each day, write freely. Capture your thoughts, emotions, triggers, reactions, and anything that feels loud or repetitive. Are you often worrying about the future, dwelling on the past, daydreaming, feeling joy, anger, jealousy, or anxiety? Write it all without filtering anything. Ask honest questions. Am I complaining often, comparing too much? Do I ever stop to feel truly grateful for simple moments in daily life? Remember, no one else will read this. This notebook is your mirror. It's your chance to see the mental space you actually live in. Think of your mind like a messy room. You can't clean or organize it without first turning on the light and seeing the mess. Your brain holds beliefs, patterns, and hidden fears that you might never notice unless you slow down and start observing them honestly every day. You may discover that one small worry repeats constantly, or that your mood shifts after talking to certain people or using your phone too long. Awareness shows what's really happening, not what you assume. Truth gives power, and this truth will help you begin your transformation from the inside out. Each morning, spend 5 minutes in silence. Breathe slowly. Close your eyes. Don't fight your thoughts. Just notice them. Let them pass like clouds. Watch which thoughts repeat, which ones carry emotion, which ones feel loudest. Don't judge, just listen. Then write what you observed that evening. At night, take 5 minutes again. Ask, how did I feel today? When did my mood change? What thought stood out or stayed the longest? These short reflections will reveal mental patterns you've ignored. Slowly, your notebook becomes a story, your story told in the honest voice of observation. By the end of the month, you'll see what drains you, what heals you, and what no longer serves the person you're becoming. This is the real beginning. Turning on the light, seeing what's there, from that moment forward, you begin choosing a new direction. Month 4 is about rebuilding your mind to make it strong, steady, and resilient against fear, sadness, or unexpected pain that life brings. A strong mind doesn't mean you never feel weak. It means you've learned how to understand your emotions and move forward without letting them control you. This month is for turning lessons into strength. Each small challenge builds your mind like lifting weights, builds your body quietly, steadily, and with repetition over time. Start challenging yourself daily. Growth always lives just outside your comfort zone. That's where confidence is built and courage is discovered slowly, not instantly. Try waking early for silence, talking to someone new, sharing ideas, or saying no when you want to say yes but shouldn't. These simple actions feel uncomfortable but strengthen your mind. The more you do them, the more your confidence grows from within. Next, focus deeply. Today's world constantly distracts you. Strength comes from choosing one thing, doing it fully, and guarding your attention from being scattered. Each day, choose one meaningful task. Read, write, reflect. Learn a new skill, but turn off distractions. Give your focus as a gift to yourself. At first, your brain may resist. It will seek noise or want to escape. That's normal. Train your mind gently by returning again and again. This deep focus is quiet power. You'll think more clearly, work more calmly, and feel the difference in your peace and productivity. Now learn to respond, not react. When stress comes a rude comment, bad news, pressure pause, breathe deeply, and count slowly before acting or replying. That moment of pause is powerful. It gives you space to choose wisdom instead of instinct, saving your peace and relationships from unnecessary damage. It takes practice, but this one habit can change how you face conflict, misunderstanding, or emotional storms with calm clarity. Also, never forget the body supports the mind. A tired, undernourished body makes mental strength harder to build or sustain each day. Drink water to stay fresh. Move gently, even if it's just walking. Stretch, breathe deeply, and above all, prioritize rest without guilt. Sleep is not a luxury. It is essential. Good rest clears your thoughts, stabilizes emotions, and helps you face your days with energy. By the end of month 4, you'll notice subtle shifts, not perfection, but strength that appears when problems come and you stay standing. When life throws you off balance, your new habits help you steady yourself instead of breaking under the weight of emotions or pressure. This month is when your mental muscles begin forming softly but surely so you can handle more than before with a calmer heart. Now, month 5 begins renewal. You've cleared the old, built the new, and strengthened your mind. Now it's time to rediscover lost parts of yourself. Renewal doesn't come from discipline, it comes from curiosity. Ask, what have I always wanted to explore, but never had the courage to try? Maybe painting, maybe singing, maybe learning a new language or writing poetry. This month, try something simply for the joy of trying it. Don't focus on being good. Focus on showing up. Exploration is about freedom, not results. You're not here to prove anything, only to grow. Trying something new reveals hidden passions and unknown fears. You find out what excites you and what gives your life meaning again. Also, try simple travel. You don't need to go far. Visit a new place in your city. Take a new walking path. See something unfamiliar. Changing your routine shifts your perspective. It opens your eyes to new people, places, and emotions you might have forgotten how to feel. Meet people with different lives or stories. Don't just speak, listen, ask, observe, and stay open. Every new person is a mirror of growth. The more you listen without judgment, the more you understand not just them, but yourself. Curiosity breaks fear's hold and expands the mind. This month also invites you into silence. Silence isn't empty, it's full of answers buried under noise, distractions, and external voices. Be alone daily for a few quiet minutes. No screens, no music, no scrolling, just stillness. At first, it may feel strange or restless. Most people avoid silence because they fear what their thoughts might say. But after 5 months of growth, you are ready to hear them. In silence, you will begin to notice your own voice, your own longing, your real priorities, not those pushed by others or society. You may discover new dreams, feel old pain surface, or realize you're stronger than you knew. All of this is part of renewing the soul. By month's end, you will have explored new territory inside and out. You'll know yourself more. You'll see that life still holds surprises. You'll feel your world grow wider, not because it changed, but because your view of it expanded and your mind opened new doors. This renewal will breathe life into your spirit, and your journey becomes not just about change, but about expansion, discovery, and light. Month 6 begins with reflection. After 6 months of growth, pause and look back. You've walked far, even if the journey wasn't perfect. This final month is about honoring your effort, not by doing more, but by slowing down and seeing how deeply you've already changed inside. Take your notebook from month 1. Read your earliest pages, your fears, patterns, and unfiltered thoughts. Compare them to the person you are now. Notice how some thoughts have faded, how some triggers feel weaker, how some habits now flow naturally without forcing or fighting every step. You may realize you respond better to frustration, or that self-doubt speaks quieter now, or that you've become softer with yourself in failure. Even if you still struggle, you've built tools. You no longer feel powerless. You've learned how to step back, breathe, and choose a better path. Celebrate that. Most people never see their growth. They only focus on what still needs fixing. But your quiet effort deserves recognition today. Change is slow and invisible while it's happening, but reflection brings it into light. Let your progress remind you that your work mattered. Bad days will still come. That's part of life. But now, they won't define you. They won't pull you under the same way anymore. You've learned how to rise again and again with clarity, self-compassion, and strength. That's the transformation you carry into everything that comes next. This month, ask gentle questions. Which habits truly helped me? What felt natural? What still feels forced or no longer fits into my life? Keep what serves your peace and growth. Maybe gratitude journaling, mindful walking, daily silence, or reading inspiring words that feed your inner world. Also, release habits that didn't help. That's not failure. That's wisdom. Growth means listening to yourself, adjusting, and staying honest about what works. And remember, resetting your mind is not a one-time project. It's not something you finish. It's something you return to again and again. Some seasons will be light and easy. Others will stretch and test you. But now, you have a foundation to stand strong on. When life overwhelms you, go back to basics, sit in silence, reflect in your notebook, breathe slowly, and rebuild from that place of stillness. The goal was never perfection. The goal is knowing how to start again. And that's what this journey gave you the ability to begin always. By the end of month 6, the biggest lesson won't be just about habits. It will be this: you discovered you can truly change. You realized you can choose, you can grow, you can become someone new even when it felt impossible. That truth is now yours to carry. Hold that truth close. Let it strengthen you for the road ahead. Because this isn't the end of the journey. It's the beginning again. Each morning you wake up, you get another chance to continue, another step to take, another moment to live with peace, intention, and courage. Now take a deeper step. Understand what many never do. The journey wasn't just about routines, it was about something deeper, something most people miss. True transformation begins in the mind. Most people chase external change, new jobs, cities, partners, thinking those things will finally bring peace or joy. Sometimes they help for a while. But if the mind stays stuck in fear, doubt, or old beliefs, the same problems return in disguise. Real change starts from within. When your mind is calm, life's chaos feels smaller, stress still comes, but it doesn't destroy your peace. When your mind is grateful, even small things feel rich: a hot drink, a smile, sunlight on your face. You stop waiting to be happy. You realize happiness is already here. in everyday moments you used to overlook. You just needed new eyes to finally see them clearly. When your mind becomes strong, failure loses its power. Mistakes become steps forward, not signs you're unworthy. You begin learning through everything you face. That's the power of a reset mind. You stop drifting like a leaf in the wind. You begin living like a grounded tree, rooted and steady. You become flexible but unbreakable. You face storms, but you don't collapse. You choose thoughts wisely, letting go of the ones that harm you. Over time, those better choices become habits. Those habits shape your actions, and your actions shape your life from the inside out, naturally and quietly. This is the beauty of inner change. Even if nothing outside shifts immediately, your view of life softens. Your steps feel more grounded. You begin to notice grace in your work, patience in relationships, and new bravery where fear used to live. What once seemed unreachable feels close, and slowly, your inner change reflects in your outer world. Because now, you're not just surviving, you're choosing, shaping, and living with clarity. That is the real reward. That is the transformation no one can take from you. The power was always inside you, waiting to be claimed. Now let's explore why most people never change, even when they want to. Understanding this can help you stay on your path long term. Many start with excitement, but stop after a few days. Why? Because change feels uncomfortable, and the brain naturally prefers what feels familiar. Even bad habits feel safe because they're known. Trying something new feels uncertain. So the mind creates excuses to go back to comfort. Thoughts like, this is too hard, or I'll try tomorrow, start appearing. And slowly, without realizing it, you return to your old life. These thoughts sound real, but they're just fear in disguise. Recognize them. Expect them. You are not weak. You are simply human. Change doesn't mean never hearing those voices. It means remembering why you started and choosing to continue anyway, with compassion and courage. Think about why you began this journey. What pain pushed you forward? What did you want to heal, grow, or transform inside yourself? Write your reasons down. Keep them visible. On hard days, read them again. Let them remind you of the truth you chose to follow. You don't need to be perfect. Everyone forgets, stumbles, or slips into old patterns. That doesn't mean failure. It means you're learning something important. What matters most isn't how many times you fall, it's how many times you get back up and how gently you treat yourself each time. That gentle return is strength. That choice to try again is what separates those who change from those who give up too soon. Now here's another powerful secret. The most lasting change begins with small steps. Big goals can feel impossible, but small actions feel manageable and real. When the mind sees progress, it builds confidence. That confidence becomes momentum. And momentum is how transformation truly begins quietly and powerfully, step by step. For example, don't try to meditate for 30 minutes on day one. Start with 2 minutes. Just breathe and notice your thoughts without judgment. 2 minutes sounds easy, and that's the point. Small actions lower resistance. They make you believe, I can do this, which is how habits grow. Want to write daily, but feel stuck? Start with one sentence. That single sentence breaks the fear of starting. It opens the door. Once you write one sentence, you often write more, because beginning removes resistance. Starting is often the hardest part. After that, flow happens. The same idea applies to people. If someone drains your energy, don't cut them off suddenly. Just reduce the time you spend with them. These small adjustments feel gentle but powerful. Over time, they protect your peace and reshape your emotional world without creating drama or chaos. Change doesn't need to be dramatic. It just needs to be honest, steady, and rooted in self-respect. That's how you build a new life. With each small win, your confidence grows. And when confidence grows, your willingness to try bigger things expands naturally without forcing anything. This quiet, steady approach works better than big promises because it builds a strong foundation, and that's what true change is built on. Remember, even the longest journey begins with one small step, and every step you've taken so far has already moved you forward. Now let's talk about something deeper. You deserve peace. Maybe that sounds simple, but it's a truth many people quietly question deep down inside. When life is hard or you've made mistakes, you may wonder, do I really deserve to feel calm or happy? The answer is yes. You don't earn peace by reaching goals. You don't need others to approve of you first. Peace is your natural right as a human being. It doesn't come from money, praise, or achievement. Peace begins within through kindness, through presence, through how you choose to treat your inner self. Through this journey, you've learned that peace isn't found outside. It's built when you stop judging yourself and start offering gentleness and care. You begin forgiving yourself when things go wrong. You begin speaking kindly inside your mind instead of tearing yourself down with harsh thoughts. You realize that your worth was never based on success, failure, or what other people think. It comes from who you are at your core. You are someone who tries, grows, and evolves. You are someone learning to build a better life, step by step, from the inside out. And that effort alone makes you worthy. That growth, that courage, that's what makes you deserving of peace, joy, and the chance to feel whole. When you treat yourself with patience and kindness, peace starts to settle in, not from perfection, but from self-acceptance and love that doesn't depend on outcomes. You stop waiting for life to be perfect before feeling calm. You learn how to find stillness right here, right now, as you are. So remember this truth every day. Peace isn't something you chase. It's something you choose. Moment by moment, by how you care for yourself. You deserve to feel calm. You deserve to feel grounded. And you deserve to live with hope and joy not someday, but now, today. Now we come to the final thoughts. After 6 months of growth, you may not feel brand new, but something real inside you has shifted. Your thoughts are calmer, your heart is softer, and your days feel more grounded, with deeper purpose and awareness guiding your steps. Challenges will still come, but now you're stronger. Not because life got easier, but because you rebuilt your mind from the inside out. That's your greatest achievement. You've proven to yourself that lasting change doesn't need to be dramatic. It can be quiet, slow, and deeply real. This journey belongs to you. It doesn't need permission or perfection. All it needed was your choice to try, and you made that choice. You didn't wait for the right moment. You started with what you had, right where you were, and step by step, you kept going. Each day you chose reflection, silence, kindness, or gratitude. You were building something sacred, something no one else could see, but you could feel. You proved to yourself that effort matters, that growth is always possible, that peace isn't found, it's created through intention and inner care. The journey isn't over. In fact, it never truly ends. Every day is another opportunity to return, to begin again, and to go deeper. You now know what works for you. Keep learning, keep practicing, and above all, keep walking. Even slow steps are still steps forward. Celebrate the little victories. Don't dismiss them. They are signs of progress. And progress is how a new life quietly takes root and blooms. So take a moment right now. Breathe deeply. Close your eyes. And picture the person you are becoming, the one already living inside you. Calm, confident, and grounded. Strong, but kind. Present, but dreaming. That version of you is real, and you've already begun living as them today. See the life you want, a life filled with peace, honesty, and purpose. One where your thoughts serve you, not sabotage you. Then open your eyes and take a small step. Any step. One breath, one page, one kind action. That's how the journey continues. 6 months from now, you'll look back again and thank yourself for not giving up, for trying, for choosing yourself, even on hard days. Because that is the quiet victory of growth. It doesn't shout, it simply shows up, gently, again and again, changing everything from the inside.